the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace.
Well, hello Dragon Ball Super fans, this is Sam Khan here. I am back, as you guys can see by the title of this video. So today we're basically going to be discussing about some new spoilers that recently came in, guys, and pertains to Dragon Ball Super episode 79, which is this Saturday night. And then of course it also spoils a few stuff that are going to happen in episode 80 of Dragon Ball Super. So I'm really excited to present you guys the spoilers today. Now, I wanted to say a massive thank you to Herms98 on Twitter, because he always provides us so fast with the translations, man, and you know, this guy deserves all the credit in the world for what he's doing. So thank you so much, guys. Don't hesitate to follow Herms. It's Herms98. You can go on Twitter, type his name, and follow this guy. He always, you know, brings us up to date with everything Dragon Ball Super related. And Dragon Ball, he always talks about Dragon Ball on his Twitter. I see he reviews episodes and he does all sort of stuff. So I would encourage you to follow Herms. So now enough about that, let us focus on today's content. Of course, as you guys heard, you know, from the get-go, this video will have spoilers. So if you are avoiding them and you are one of those people that don't want to know what is going to happen, even though this isn't really spoiling too much, this is more so kind of a synopsis that will get you guys excited for those next coming episodes, I should add. But you know, it's your choice if you know, choose not to follow the spoilers. I always encourage you guys to listen to them, because it gets you guys hyped up, and these ones, they don't really spoil too much. So let's begin with episode 79, and then I will fast forward to episode 80, because that is where basically the big title is in, and you know, everybody is going to be talking about that episode. At least the Gohan fans, which I know are a good chunk of you guys that are watching Dragon Ball love Gohan. So we're gonna go through all of that. So episode 79, episode titles is Universe's 9 kicker Basil versus Universe's 7 Majin Buu. The showdown between Majin Buu and Universe's 9 Basil in the first round of the omnipresent match has begun. Basil's kick techniques connect one after the other, and Universe's 9 Kaioshin is certain of his victory, but Buu hasn't taken any damage. So that is the synopsis. It's kind of a brief description of the actual battle. So if Basil's, you know, attacks aren't really doing any damage on Majin Buu, then I'm pretty sure we all can figure out who the victor from this fight is going to be, guys. My money's on Majin Buu. I believe he's got this one in the bag, especially if Basil's attacks aren't really colliding with Majin Buu, they don't really hurt the opponent, and in this specific case, the opponent being Majin Buu. So I believe Majin Buu will defeat Basil. That is, unless of course his so-called potential new transformation makes him that strong. We'll have to wait and see. It is an interesting battle, but then the main focus of this video is Gohan. So February 26th, that is next Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on which part of the world you're living. But you know, guys, what I'm talking about. You know the drill. Episode 80 is gonna be Gohan's Our Boy episode. So listen to the episode title. It's a really, you know, how should I call it? It gives me chills, because this is really, it's a natural fit for Gohan. It says, awaken the dormant fighting spirit, Son Gohan's battle. Now, it says here that the second round of the omnipresent match, facing off against Universe's 9 Lavenda, Gohan is sprayed in the face with poison and, you know, missed and loses his eyesight. Unable even to sense his opponent's ki, Gohan is one-sidedly beaten around, but Now this is really crucial here, guys, and this is hinting on the actual fight. Now, of course, we have seen this type of technique being used in the past in Dragon Ball GT. Goku got blind by Omega Shenron, but Goku was able to pull it off. You know, we're talking about Goku here, guys, and the difference between Goku and Gohan is that Goku never really stopped fighting, and Gohan has somewhat lost his fighting spirit. Maybe this is the episode where he's gonna get it back, and kind of the episode title is strongly teasing on that. Now, this is a very interesting concept, guys. Now, it does strike me as odd that this is a tournament and such a technique is not prohibited. So I guess anything goes with this Universal War, I'd imagine. I mean, maybe this is a tournament that there is really no specific means that is considered to be fair if you want to win the fight. So if Lavenda is actually, you know, capable of, you know, not having any trouble by releasing that poison and Gohan losing his eyesight. Now, what I'm getting from this specific synopsis of episode 80 is that Gohan won't be able to see his opponent whatsoever, and also in that sense is key. Now that, you know, adds another problem. If Gohan cannot sense the opponent, you know, he's in some serious trouble right here. So the only way that Gohan can avoid being beaten around by, you know, Lavenda is by the vibration of the air when the opponent is attacking. That is the only way that he can avoid his punches or kicks, whatever the case may be. And, you know, it is a quite peculiar predicament that Gohan is in, guys, because even if he avoids colliding with the opponent, which is difficult as it is, it's going to be very, very hard to try and hit this opponent that you cannot even sense nor see. So it is a very interesting situation for Gohan here that is opening up this episode. I'm really excited to see how Gohan is going to be able to handle this situation that is in. I mean, I'm so excited for Gohan. I'm pretty sure that somehow he's gonna pull something out of his bag and, you know, contend with this guy, Lavenda. Maybe Goku will help him, you know, guide him through this battle, might give him some advice. I don't know if that is allowed to happen, but, you know, if I know Goku, he'll try to find a way to help his son. And, you know, by shouting it out in the sense of giving him advice is the only way that I can think of. So, a very interesting battle is about to go down. I did not expect the fight to be this intriguing. They're adding this element of, you know, basically fighting dirty. And Gohan won't be able to fight him basically head on. He'll be at a disadvantage, so it's very interesting to see, like I said, how is Gohan going to handle this. Like I said, guys, it is a very interesting fight, and maybe Gohan will get his fighting spirit from this fight back if he's able to win it, and then he might go back, because in my humble opinion, there has to be some sort of a break in between, because all the fighters are not yet gathered, and this is only the preliminary stage of the Universal Tournament, guys. So, in my opinion, I feel like once this is over with, they're gonna go back to Universe 7 and everybody, they're gonna recruit the rest of the fighters, and we might even see them train before the tournament picks up exactly where it left off. So that is my personal assumption, and I'm really excited for this fight, guys. So Gohan is, if anything, the synopsis confirms that he will get his ass handed to him. We might see blood in that episode. This is why I wanted to showcase some blood coming from Gohan, because if he gets punched and kicked around, in the beginning it won't know what hit him, because getting poisoned and not even being capable to see, you know, you kind of lose control of yourself there, and until he gets it together, he'll be receiving some ass whooping from Lavenda. So, you know, I thought that Bergamo was a guy that really was fighting unfair, and he has never really won a fight fair and square, but it would seem that the same thing applies for Lavenda, and maybe Basil might fight dirty as well. So we don't know. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of rules in this specific tournament, and I would love to know if that's the way that the entirety of it is gonna go down. But let me guys know how you feel about this specific fight. Are you excited to see Gohan in action? Do you believe that he will take Lavenda? I personally, in my heart of hearts, believe that he's going to pull it off and defeat this guy. But let me guys know how you feel. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and hit the video up with a like. You guys share the video, share my channel so that more fans of Super can get to see my channel. That would truly mean a lot to me. And if you guys are a fan, as always, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. for more awesome daily content. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Well, I'm Sam signing off here. Ciao, adios, goodbye.